Okay, we got another classic firearm for you today. We got the Marlin Model 60, chambered in .22 long rifle, and you got two semi-automatic .22s that are real popular. You've got the Marlin Model 60, and then you got the Ruger 10/22. And if you wasn't wanting to accessorize a gun, I'd recommend this Marlin Model 60 because it has pretty good capacity and it's very accurate. People talk about which one's the most accurate. I've got both of them, and I can't tell a big deal about accuracy on either one. One of the things that's kind of unique on how you load this gun that some people aren't familiar with is this has got a tube magazine, and you got to pull this tube out. But once you get that tube out, you load it from this spot right here. And this has a capacity of 16 rounds. So to load this, you put the shells in like this, and they just slide down. And this will hold 16. So you usually have a standard 10-round magazine on your Ruger 10/22, whereas this one you have 16. So that added 6 rounds makes it real nice. And if you're not wanting to invest in a bunch of magazines with the 10/22, you end up having a bigger capacity with the Marlin. You got to watch with loading and unloading these, because you're putting the tube right in close to the barrel, and you don't want to get your hand up here above the barrel. And when we put this tube in, you'll see it's kind of hard to do that process without getting your hand in it. Yeah, we got something. Cat, I want this in there somehow. It's not wanting to take all 16. Take one out. I grew up shooting a Marlin, so the process of putting it in the tube, it's not difficult for me. We've done it several times before. So we've got this thing loaded up, and now we're going to shoot it. Did you get that? right, well, we've been shooting here at a range, and we're up here in Cass, West Virginia. Me and my uncle have a camp up here in Cass, West Virginia. So if you've heard the train whistles in the background of our shooting, that's what that is. We're right at the bottom of Bald Knob. You can actually see our cabin from the Bald Knob overlook if you ride the train to Bald Knob, so that's pretty neat. But the Marlin Model 60, it is a fine 22 semi-automatic rifle, and if you don't have one, I recommend you getting one, the Ruger 1022. It's probably my favorite out of the two because you can accessorize it in so many different ways. But if you want a sturdy, rugged 22 semi-automatic that your kids will have a lot of fun shooting and that you'll have a lot of fun shooting, and you want the 16-round capacity without having to fool with all the extra magazines and everything, I would recommend the Marlin. And I grew up shooting Marlins and didn't really know what a Ruger 1022 was, so the Marlin's got a sweet place in my heart. So fine rifle, we'd recommend it. If you don't have one, go find you one because they're worth having. Thank you. We'll catch you later.
Hello everybody, I'm finishing this video up at the house. We're doing a video on the Marlin Model 60, and I just remembered that I had another Model 60 up in my gun cabinet. There's a little story behind this one. I was at a yard sale of a gunsmith, and the gunsmith pulled this gun out and he said, I had a guy owe me $50 for putting some work into one of his guns. And he said he brought this and said, here, just take this. He said, I didn't want this for $50. I wanted my $50. So I ended up buying this Marlin Model 60 off that gunsmith for $50. He got his $50 and I got this sweet gun for $50. So we both were happy at the end of the day. So we'll finish up our video with this second Model 60. But we would like you to like, comment, and subscribe to our videos. We still have a goal of reaching 200 subscribers. So if you could help us out with that, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you and goodbye.